So for those of you who say things like, I don't care about politics, I don't like politicians, so it doesn't matter who the president is, politics don't affect me, my vote doesn't count anyway, respectfully, I think if most of you were honest, you would actually say you're not in the mood to listen, you don't understand, or you don't care to read, maybe you don't have time, or you don't see the connection between politics and your daily life. If it doesn't matter to you, if you and your family are safe in and outside of your home, if it doesn't matter to you how far your money goes and the prices of food, gas, and heat, etc., if it doesn't matter to you what your children are taught at school and your right to have a say in it, if you don't care that we have chemicals in our food that is literally killing us and making us sick, that you're tricked into taking medicines and vaccines that hurt more than they help, and that it's done intentionally, if you don't care that children of undocumented people are being kidnapped and abused solely due to the fact that there is no record of them or their parents, whether or not we have a president who wants peace in the world and has policies that prevent endless wars and America spending money on them, if all of those things don't matter to you, then it's understood why you don't think it's important to vote. I know it's politically correct to say, vote, no matter who you vote for. But I'm not going to pretend to be politically correct. Not today. Now, I don't want to convince you to love Donald Trump. I do want you, though, to investigate some of the things you've been told about him. Take the time to listen to the entire speech or interview that clips and snippets are taken from to make him sound racist. I do want you to consider that if people are aggressively trying to convince you to hate someone, anyone, that you should do a little investigation for yourself before you just believe what you're told. And that is anywhere, whether it's school, at work. Choosing the leader of the free world is a very big thing. Making that decision based on their sex or race and how many celebrities co-sign them is very dangerous. For those of you who want Kamala to be your president, I challenge you to tell me one thing she stands for that is of help to you or the American people or the world. If your only argument is about abortion, that too is dangerous. Finally, the situation with P. Diddy is not isolated. It's not just happening in the hip-hop industry, nor will you find any star that is unaware or was unaware. The entertainment industry is run by and filled with very evil people, and it's time that we stop supporting their demonic lifestyles. They're rich and famous because of us. We pay them to travel the world, have satanic parties where they use drugs and abuse women, so they can entertain us and keep us mesmerized and not focused on a bigger picture. Most American lives revolve around TV and music. If you really think about it, that's pretty sad. The ways our lives are wasted, the way our joy comes from watching fake stories and filling our heads with the words of people who are not even in control of their own lives. It's a real life Hunger Games. We have to protect our children. We see what's happening year after year, story after story, since before Marilyn Monroe. The drugs, the messiness, the politics, the lies, the lives lost, the whistleblowers who are killed and silenced in other ways. We say, oh, that's so awful. Then we go to their shows, aspire to look like them, encourage our children to be part of their worlds, and convince ourselves that the celebrities that we like certainly are not involved. And finally, I want to ask you this. Did you ever wonder why almost all celebrities are liberals who emphatically show support for the likes of Kamala Harris? Do you think they have anything to gain from the influx of undocumented kids and women who are desperate to be here? These people with so much money and deviant sexual appetites who don't believe in God? And why would the party who is very vocal about population control fight for your right to abort a baby? You think it's really because they care about your rights? The same party who demanded COVID vaccines and convinced you to hate anyone who was against them? just a few things to think about.